Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's list. As I mentioned last week, this is the first week we're going to try 9 coins instead of 6. So the video might be a little bit longer. Please tune in to the end. That would be awesome. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel and enjoy this little numismatic trip. I love with 9 coins that I can be a little bit more diverse in my selections, both in type and in the price points. So anyway, I think it's all good. Let's get going. I've got people messaging me, and it's a crazy day here at Silicon Valley Coins. First coin from the Rattler Group, 1879, Proof 65, light cameo on the obverse. I'm not going to guarantee that it would necessarily cameo, but it definitely has a cameo look to it. Coin's very high end for the grade. Maybe not enough pop for a 6. Very original in the reverse, also a light cameo. And this is just a cool coin. Cool type coin in a Rattler holder. I'm asking $1,350 on this piece. Certainly will not be something you regret buying because it has all the bells and whistles. All right, next up, I'm going to talk a little bit longer about this coin because I freaking love it. This is 1902 Liberty Nickel. Just a tiny little bit of cameo. The coin probably won't cameo. This coin, though, is exactly how a coin should look when it has like the mirrors of a 67. What's really interesting about this coin, I bought it without the CAC sticker, is that it has actually a bag mark on the face. Well, it's not a bag mark, but it's like a bag mark would normally be. This coin was clearly not stored in a bag. You can see it right there, right? So this coin would be a 67, like absolutely lock 67, or at least 66 plus. It's got one little tick right there, I see. This coin has no hairlines. The mirrors are as deep as you will ever see on a Liberty Nickel. No hairlines at all. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Like so much pop. This is a coin like you'll pull out, and if you hid the grade and showed it to somebody that knows how to grade, they'd be like, wow, that coin looks like a 67 without looping it. Once you loop it, you see that little hit right there. And it is a hit. I don't think it's a strike through. So it's properly graded as a 64 CAC, but the coin just has so much eye appeal. It's really remarkable. So with all that being said, $850 to add to your box of 20 or to your Liberty Head Nickel proof set. All right, what else is next? All right, yes, very freshly graded at NGC with a fresh CAC sticker on it. VF20 obverse is what I would call it. The reverse probably is what holds it back. The coin is just perfect circulated, large size, or large diameter bust dime though. I love this date. It's got a lot of cool stuff that you can look up about it, especially with the transition occurring in 1829 to the smaller planchet. Just an awesome coin. I'm in this coin $500, which I know is a lot, but anyway, I'm asking $585 delivered to your doorstep. Okay, another cool collector coin. I buy seated halves when they look like this all day long. I'm asking $450. It's a great type coin, 74 arrows. Pretty much just a lovely, like, beginning of circulated cameo. Not a perfect circulated cameo, but it has some there. It definitely provides contrast with the coin, and it has above average eye appeal for what you see in seated half dollars that were horribly abused, horribly used, and horribly cleaned. $450. All right. Oh yeah, I love this coin too. So this is also another new coin in, just back from CAC. The colors don't show as well as they should, but this has like autumn yellow and like light green turquoise all over it. This coin is really, really, really attractive for an Oregon. Not dark at all. A lot of Oregons come dark. This one is not. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of that color in. One thing to note is there's a little chip right there on the holder. You can see it. I'm just pointing that out for accuracy. Other than that, maybe it could use a reholder if you want that, or cross into CACG or PCGS and get a new sticker on it. This coin's beautiful Oregon. I think you'll really enjoy it. A lot of bang for the buck, $850. All right, what is next? Okay, this is another reason why it's cool to have the commander's list with 9 coins. You can ask her, or I can offer more common coins. This one just back from CACG. This is why people love CACG coins, because you get coins that look like 6s and would probably almost certainly grade 66 at NGC, but you get them in a 65 holder. Price is going to be about the same either way though, $275. Semi-proof like, definitely on the reverse is PL. The only complaint here, and I'll just point it out, is this is not on the holder. That little line right there that blinks on the face, that is on the coin. Other than that, brilliant, frosty, lovely, awesome coin. All right, another Morgan dollar, this one an 030. I call this a 64B coin. This coin should never be a 65, but it has a lot of good eye appeal on it. Light toning from the holder, and it's also a popular holder. You can see the embossed. It's on the outside, by the way. And the reverse is probably a 5. Obverse is not though. Properly graded as a 64, got toning probably from, it looks like secondary toning to me. So this coin was probably dipped a long time ago, put in this holder, and it is $1,000. Which is pretty cool for the holder. The plastic is in great condition. This is not a chip on the plastic, but it definitely was like starting to, so I'm just pointing that out too. It's definitely no chips on it, but it definitely had a little bit of a drop somewhere. I didn't do it. All right, moving on to a big power coin here, a 35 and 66 plus. Very, very clean coin. Clean enough for a 67 in my opinion. On the obverse, but not enough pop. I don't think this coin ever 7s. It's a massive spread coin though. And then on the reverse, same thing. Little chattery for a 7 on that with more pop. So I'd say this is properly graded as a 66 plus CAC. Last one sold for a little over $5,000, and I am asking $5,000. Blast white, maybe a tiny bit of toning right there. What is that? Yeah, a blush, but this coin would be considered white, and the skin is thick and original. All right, that's not it. Oh, last one. Getting through fast. I'm going to talk a little bit about this one. All right, 1899S, 65 CAC. This coin is incredibly high end. This is a lock 66 at NGC. I think it's a shot 66 CAC. It's going to reflect that. The last PCGS 66, which I think it would probably get into a PC 66 holder, sold for a little over 15 grand. The last CAC sold for over 24 grand. And I am asking $15,500 on this coin. This coin is really, really pristine. Love it. Rattler holder. And my dog is barking. Got to have a shop dog. Lovely piece. Got all the nice natural skin on it. You can see this greenish sort of gold that comes in here. That's how a 66, it almost needs to have that. The only thing that like gives me pause about the 66 CAC is there's a little tick right there. That blinking might bother a CAC grader to put it into a 66 CAC holder. But anyway, everything's a gamble in the grand scheme of things. I don't think you're going to be buried in this coin at 15.5, and you certainly won't get tired of looking at it. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. I apologize for the dog. I will train him better next time. And until next week, happy hunting.